at this point of time on the overall situation that has been brewing for the worse in the state of Manipur. Now, in a sharp counter to senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh's question on why Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not visited violence-hit Manipur yet once, Chief Minister Biren Singh has asked why former Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao did not travel to the northeastern state during the turmoil in the year 1992 to 1993. Chief Minister of Manipur has also said that it had been an unfortunate year for the people of the Manipur and he hoped that peace would be restored this year, while also saying that he owes an apology and has in fact offered a sincere act of expressing his grief for the people who have been left displaced and also became homeless due to the actions of the turmoil in the state. Chief Minister of Manipur also responded with a long post holding the Congress responsible for the situation in turn against the Congress's allegation over the state's administration and the political leadership in Manipur today. Biren Singh also stated that everyone, including yourself, is aware that Manipur is in turmoil today because of the past sins committed by the Congress, such as the repeated settlement of the Burmese refugees in Manipur and signing off the suspension of the operations agreement with the Myanmar-based militants in the state, spearheaded by P. Chidambaram during the tenure as the Home Minister of India. Well, that's a big breaking political development that we are tracking, and let me also get my colleague Nibir Deka on in fact the broadcast. All right. As Nibir in fact will take some time to join me live on the broadcast, let me also get a word from my guest Major Mohammad Ali Shah, who is there. Right now what we are seeing in the state is just a war of words that happens between the ruling and the opposition in any state. But do you think this is kind of a war of word, political slugfest, blaming, counter blaming is justified given the situation that's been prevailing in Manipur, or it is in fact up to the state and also the previous governments to at this point of time consider what needs to be done in complete coherence so we have a solution at this point of time for the people of Manipur, because it is just the people of Manipur. It is for the communities who have been suffering and also in fact the government's being blamed for it, but who's losing anyway?
See, as small children, we all make mistakes. Then we mature and we grow up. We become adults. We become more responsible. We realize things. Now, if we start living as a child, I come to that mistake. Oh, my friend made that mistake. We hold those grudges. We hold those ill feelings. I don't think that's a solution. We have matured. Now, what am I doing today? In my childhood, I would stammer. So does it mean that I would stammer even now? No, it's not necessary. So whatever has happened in the past has been, whatever has been done. What is the current situation right now in hand? How do we tackle? It's very tricky, very precarious. Yes. And also I think 3rd May, the violence broke out. The armed forces, a lot of people ask me, being an army man, they ask me, why is it that the armed forces are so helpless? They are not being able to curtail the violence as yet. I said, because the army's hands are tied. You have to give them powers. You cannot, like for example, it's called aid to civil authority. Whenever there is a riot or whenever there is a violence like the civil violence, and because army is not meant to be fighting at your own people. They are there for external aggression, to deal with China, Pakistan, to deal with our borders, to deal with people. If there's a war in the army, but here we use army for any floods. Army is called earthquake. Army is called a boy prince falls in the well. Army is called anything. Army is called why? Because any flood relief. Army is called. So okay, it's a good thing. Army is the last bastion. It is the last. It's a trump card. We cannot be using a trump card for everywhere. There was a talk earlier. I remember this was way back, long back, decades ago, when Veerappan was in the south. When Veerappan's thing was reign of terror was there. There was a proposal that the army should be set out to catch Veerappan. Now, if that's the case, then what is the police over there doing? If they are going to be only thinking of relying on the army, everyone has got their demarcated responsibilities. Now, the very fact that the army could have curtailed it. Even then, army could have curtailed it in 48 hours or 4 days. Had army had a requisition for army been brought, that, okay, come forward, here are the maps, the guides, the scouts, this is where
All
the
right,
area.
Major Mohammed.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.